Hey guys, what's happening, man? This is Alaska. Just wanted to do a video on Margaret, old Margie. She's pretty awesome. You know, some of the hits in this video you're going to see, like this one right here, is actually going to connect. Other ones are going to be dodges. But just kind of wanted to go through a couple of things that I've noticed with her, and hopefully it'll help you determine on whether or not you want to max her or not. First thing you'll notice is that snipers miss a lot, and that's pretty well known. But, I mean, it takes out the snipers across the board, which is nice because a lot of people use them in their D teams. So right there, June attacked me. I had a defense up with Richard. That's going to lower the damage, and he actually connected with that one. Right here, you're going to see that everybody's going to have a defense down. And then let's light June up again. Make sure Marge is fired up, and take a look again. And that's a dodge. So the increased damage there increases the probability of a dodge, which is pretty awesome. So not only that, the secondary thing here is that you're looking at 24% increase to mana. And that's for every time she misses, or anyone misses when they're attacking her. So everyone nearby is going to get lit up a little bit faster. One of the other things that she adds is an elemental defense up. So one, if you're green stacking, that's going to help out here when Zim attacks. But the other thing to think about is right there, she actually dodged, and everyone nearby dodged as well to Zim's attack. And hers is pretty low in the grand scheme of percent attack. But if you have an elemental defense up, that's going to lower the damage on her and potentially nearby allies as well. And in doing so, you might actually become more susceptible to some of these red heroes who are attacking you to connect instead of dodge. One of the strongest, heaviest hitting people in this game is Cage. Marge is immune to debuffs, which is great. However, the folks who are directly adjacent are not. So unfortunately, with regards to Cage in particular, Marge's special doesn't really apply to anyone but her, because they're just going to dispel or debuff the adjacent heroes to Marge, and then that connect from Cage will attack. However, Marge can't get debuffed, so anytime that she's attacked, there's an extremely high probability, which is 90%, so 9 out of 10 times, where Cage is going to attack her, where that will actually miss or she'll dodge it. And one of the areas I think where she shines the best in this dodge is, one, she can't get debuffed, so anytime Evelyn attacks her, she's going to retain all the specials that are put on her. However, when the people right next to her dodge, Frida, Evelyn, Celine, then they aren't going to get any of their buffs dispelled at that point either, which is awesome. So, you know, really another thing to think about is who you're putting next to Marge. In this case, I've got Frida and I've got Richard. Richard has extremely high defense. So here, Sultana attacks him, and he's got I think a critical troop on him that's at level 22. So he actually got connected there. Isarnia, who's an all attacker, she's going to hit everyone. There's no misses there. Same thing happens here. So really, she's not all that effective consistently against all attackers. But as shown previously, Zimkitha, she attacked, as well as Red Hood, and there was a dodge in there several times as well. As far as damage goes against the defense who's going to be attacking you, you know, you have the all attackers who have the lowest special skill damage. Then you have the essential with nearby damage coming in next, followed up by the snipers. So in this case, Mitsuko, she attacked. I believe that Leanna had the buff active, but still connected against her. So here I wanted to see what happens if Marge gets attacked while she has her buff up, if any of the three would dodge. And in this case, Evelyn was targeted, but neither one dodged. So again, even though you're seeing some of these attacks connect, there's still a 20% chance that they will miss. And that's the case here, where 1 out of the 3 actually is dodging the low attack coming from an all attacker. So even though, heroes like Mitsuko, Onatel, that they're attacking plus they're doing nearby damage, still there's even a higher chance than 20% that those are actually going to miss. So a couple of things that I noticed when I was playing, Leonidas was one where I had Leonidas attack, and even though I dodged, his mana reduction still connected. So that's one kind of iteration where even though I'm dodging his special skill, the mana dropped for the person that was adjacent. It wasn't Marge, but it was adjacent to her. So that's something to think about, where that mana is actually going to connect. And another instance where she's not all that effective is against people like Natalia or Lady Luck. They're going to hit you with a buff that isn't going to produce any damage, but it's going to produce kind of a time attack over time. She's really not all that effective against those heroes either. But where she shines, like here against Cage, is anytime she's going to get hit with heavy damage or Zelling, she's going to resist the debuff, she's going to miss and dodge, and that's going to give her another 24% mana. And her mana generates so quickly that when you couple her with an 11% mana troop, which I've got on her right now, that's reducing that 1 tile for me, so I can ghost 3 tiles. She's lit up. I can connect with 6 tiles instead of the 7th, and she'll light up and just keep her going. And really, I've seen it where I've gotten down where Evelyn and Marge were alive, so you get increased elemental defense up against red, as well as you get the trickle healing from Evelyn, and the 2 of those stayed alive long enough with the Marge's buff and then the debuff that Evelyn had to turn a couple battles around. But she's legit. She's a really good hero.